Think I'm funny?
I was with a little person before.
Who?
I don't like that.
Who? Was it a girl or a guy?
What kind of question was that?
Also, speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there.
And he likes butt now. He don't like no more. He likes butt. And I've honestly always thought that Blueface swung for the other team simply because of his hatred for women. I just always felt like Blueface, when given the opportunity, he was gonna take some ass. They're more loyal.
Word on the internet is getting wild because it looks like Blueface was dealing with a lot more behind bars than anyone expected. A guy who claims he shared a cell with him just fueled the rumors. People were too scared to even speak on. He suggested Blue wasn't in control the way the public believed, and suddenly all those old clips and comments start hitting completely differently. And remember those things Christian used to say? Now they're sounding less like chaos and more like clues. Because once you start connecting the dots, the picture gets messy, real messy. Truth is, these down low rumors didn't magically appear during his prison stint. The first cracks in that I'm the straight tough guy rapper persona started way back when Christian was exposing him online, long before any jail headlines. Think back to when she was dragging him for cheating while she was tangled up in her own drama with Offset. Blueface tried to flame her, saying being tattooed on a hoe wasn't a flex, and throwing shots like, "You literally slept with Cardi B's husband weeks ago. I'm tired of men staring at me after they're done with you." But her clapback is a part everyone skipped right over. She posted, "Let's talk about how I saw DL content in your recent searches. That's why I covered my tattoo, bro. I had a zesty dude on my neck. Nothing wrong with being bi, just be honest before someone falls in love." At the time, people brushed it off like she was just emotional. But then the pattern started showing, because that wasn't even the first time she hinted he might not be fully straight. Remember that live stream with Kai? Blueface bragged about sleeping with a little person, and instead of asking who the girl was, Christian immediately said, "Was it a boy or a girl?" The whole room froze. Why would she even ask that unless she'd seen something, unless she knew something, unless that DL stuff she mentioned wasn't just an insult, but a hint?
Think I'm funny?
I was with a little person before.
Who?
I don't like that.
Who? Was it a girl or a guy?
What kind of question was that?
But then the internet found something that took the whole conversation to another level. People started resurfacing old footage where Blueface kept asking his 6-year-old son if he was DL, not once, not twice, multiple times, almost like he was obsessively pushing the question, clip after clip. It shows Blueface leaning over this kid with the same strange line, like he was trying to prove something or hide something. And that's exactly why you need to keep watching, because once you see the pattern behind these clips, the story takes a turn nobody was prepared for. The deeper we go, the stranger it gets. Stay locked in.
Are you gay?
No. What the f*** are you talking about? Come on, here, give it to me.
She good. Get her butter from me.
Wait,
Hey,
what
guys.
is this shit?
He's not gay.
And then he even brought adult dancers into the house, trying to see how the boy would react. Like it was some strange experiment. The kid wasn't interested at all. He just wandered off to get a snack. Meanwhile, Blue kept trailing after him, asking those same overly eager questions.
You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young...
And the wild part is, that wasn't the only time he acted off. During auditions for the Bad Boys Club show, he kept pressing the guys with questions like, "Why are you DL? Why do you like men?" It was less like he was interviewing contestants, and more like he was probing for something completely different.
Also, speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go.
People online had been talking long before he went to prison, pointing out things they thought were signs, and once he got locked up, the internet speculation exploded. Social media started tossing around all kinds of rumors about what he was doing inside, none of it verified, just people running with whatever stories they heard. Commenters began connecting everything his poses, certain photos, the way he carried himself and acting like it all suddenly meant something different. Then the situation with Cole Carrion popped up, where the drag performer claimed Blue had reached out after he posted some pictures. Again, nothing confirmed, but it added more fuel to the rumor mill.
I listen to you.
You got the lubricant?
Who the fuck is lubricant, baby? No, this motherfucker water fire.
What if I want to go in the buttocks?
Yeah.
Hey, you with it, huh?
Is it kind of weird that the first day out of prison, Blueface is suggesting some type of action to his woman? Or do you guys think that this is just normal behavior for them and that is what he was doing before he went to prison?
Cole posted what he called receipts and the internet ran with it instantly. People started comparing screenshots, clips, and tattoos like they were detectives, convinced they had cracked some big mystery. And when everything blew up online, Blue's response was a short, defensive tweet saying he wasn't suing anyone and that the whole situation was just entertainment to him. But that line about not pursuing defamation set people off. Folks online started saying it made him look nervous, like he didn't want to take anything to court in case more screenshots or claims surfaced. They argued that if someone lied on you that heavily, you'd be ready to lawyer up immediately. Then fast forward a few days after he got out, he hopped on livestream, talking loosely and joking around with Khan. But the way the conversation went threw people off. It wasn't what anyone expected from someone fresh out of prison. Instead of the usual jokes or normal back and forth, he jumped straight into comments that had viewers raising eyebrows, talking about things they didn't expect him to bring up first thing out the gate.
Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
Now, here's where everything starts to click. The face tattoos. When Blue walked out of prison, people immediately noticed his face was covered in logos and symbols: Chase, Walgreens, MLB. YSL spread across his cheeks, forehead, and everywhere in between. Rumors began swirling online about what the tattoos meant. Some fans suggested they weren't fully voluntary. Others connected it to the idea of public humiliation. The kind Cat Williams talks about when he says Hollywood doesn't just break careers, they humiliate, strip identity, and send people back into the world marked and exposed. Combine that with the ongoing chatter online past rumors, previous controversies, interactions on social media, and the story started to feel like a pattern rather than isolated incidents. Fans dissected every post and photo, connecting dots and speculating about his past and present persona. Some online voices even interpreted his tattoos and behavior as signs of transformation or reinvention. It raises questions. How much of what people see is reality? And how much is the narrative built by internet speculation? With all the past stories and online chatter, it's clear that whatever the truth is, it's complicated and the discussion isn't going away anytime soon.